And we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crisis 69, aka Mark, coming to you with another live upload. I'm trying to do it on OSB, guys. Really am trying to do an OSB Studio, OBS Studio, but for some reason the damn thing is not working. It's a pile of junk. I couldn't get the Google website to allow me to click underneath it, like how I play games. It allows me to still play the game but be broadcasting. It wouldn't let me use my mouse to go underneath it, type anything in. So I had to literally cancel the broadcast and cancel the whole damn thing. I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit. I don't have time for this. I wish they would. I wish Google would stop being, well, whatever it is, Google, whoever's doing it, wish just let things go and let me just do what I need to do. But for some reason, it's just like I don't know if OBS being BS or what. So I'm gonna type in some stores here. We'll look at some Black Friday stuff, and I'm not looking at Walmart because Walmart doesn't have their own online thing. They do mostly, different companies. Um, Mostly gonna look at RAM prices, um, DDR5 and DDR4. Um, Gonna type in some different ones here, and just figure out if there's any deals at all for RAM DDR4, DDR5. Because right now it looks like it's going to be pretty much a tap market right now. And in games, I'm going to type in, well, I'll type in Walmart.com because they have a Walmart section you can click on. It might be the better idea to shop there for games. I'll read to you what I can read to you because they just don't want you to have any kind of peace and cool mind here with this shit here. Gotta do all this crap and stuff. Uh, Games. Um, Typing it in. Video games. Sorry, guys. Departments, deals, 15 retail. Let's put Walmart only on there. Walmart only means it can only be at Walmart. You have to, well, yo, what's up there, man? Hey, buddy. How you doing? Um, First, before I get off into the rant about the RAM sticks here, um, I want to talk about what I'm thankful for, and I do it every year. I know it's practically Thanksgiving Eve here in about next hour or so. It's going to be um, it's going to be here soon, we think. And me personally, this Black Friday is going to be kind of rough. This Thanksgiving kind of rough. Um, Thanks for stopping by there, Court. I 13. Thank you for stopping by. Um, um, I lost my mother back in February 28th. Sepsis. I talked about it in the video down below. I think who does it hurt? Serious. I did. But also, um, this it's difficult time when you lose a loved one. So I'm thankful for my family, my mother, the rest of my family, my father, my sisters, and my brother. Even though for a whole year it's been kind of difficult to deal with them, um, and that's understandable to deal with your family. I think people who don't understand that may not have good family ties. or maybe they do, but they don't sit there and really articulate with their family what they want to articulate. And I think you should. I think you should articulate with your family as much as you can. I think you should articulate with your family as much as you can, uh, because one of these days your family will be gone. One of these days your family will be gone, and you will have to understand that you have to live by yourself. Listen, Thanksgiving, I won't be with my family. I'm in agreement to be with friends' family. My sister said she wasn't going to have Thanksgiving for this year, so I went ahead and okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go friends. So I made an agreement right like around January. I'm gonna help you guys before my mother passed away, by the way. So that being said, though, I went ahead and I'm gonna go friends. So Thanksgiving, I'm fighting the cold. It doesn't seem to be bad, but I'm still fighting it much as I can. Taking this sinus stuff, and you see the Alka-Seltzer stuff right here. Good stuff, by the way. Um, I have fun. I have a full age rent I'm using, trying to get my sinuses cleared out because I don't want to be sniffing and snonking the whole time with a friend's family. We'll be going out to eat, probably at China Place or probably Golden Corral, probably. So one of those two I'll be going to on Thursday. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Um, One thing for my friends and family and my YouTube channel. I'm thankful for you guys who spend your day, you know, talking to a fat guy. And I know people say I've lost a little weight in my chest area. I've been lifting a lot more weights and cutting out a lot of food I've been eating. So I did about 50% of that. I'm thankful for my friends and family and my YouTube channel. I'm thankful for all of you that stop by, and even you stop by, put down a, even a, down emoji or whatever, or whatever you do. It still gives me, hey, 2796, hey, buddy. Um, it still gives me a lot of purpose because this world we live in today, there's not a lot of things that people are thankful for anymore. A lot of people, are not thankful for their families and friends until they're gone. That point in time, it's too late to be thankful. It's too late to have that type of camaraderie. So to be thankful for your family and friends now while they're on the planet. Like I said, if I want to see my mother, I have to go to the cemeteries to see my mother. So, like maybe you have a father or grandmother you like, you have to go see them at the cemetery too. Or maybe you have family issues where your family was not great, you go to a local Denny's at a truck stop. Like a few of my friends have done that in years past when their families were totally destroyed. They, they would go to Denny's at a truck stop during Thanksgiving to have Thanksgiving meal with truckers. And of course, you know, two of them have become truckers since then because they just wanted to get away from a lot of the drama. Every family has drama. I don't care who you are. You could be the Poulters family. You could be the Partridge family. You can have the growing pain sitcom type of lifestyle where you're tackling issues every day at the end of the in every episode. But you have problems, behind the scenes no one sees. You have emotional, physical issues. People have abuse out there. I get that. And that's why I'm very, very uppity about stuff. I'm also very, very cautious about what I say things, especially on a platform like YouTube. So I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the loved ones I've had to deal with. And even though even though my family, my brother, ticked me off, my sister ticks me off, my dad ticks me off, I still go to them when I have problems. Why? Because they're my family, and they come to me when they have problems. Why? Because we're family. That's what you need to be thankful for. Not to worry about going turkey dinner and you bring half a plate of beans, you get a whole plate of meal. That's not the situation. It's you maybe showing up to them could be the best thing in their lives they see. And I've been reading a lot of emojis and a lot of things about, little sad kittens and sad kitty little things, kitten things, where you make sure you come back next year, right? And I will. I mean, promise. And some people have that. They only have loved ones around once, twice a year, and they cherish it. A grandmother you haven't seen in 12 months, a grandfather, your parents. Pick up the phone. give them a call, because you never know. Their last day, your last day, could be very soon. And if you don't, and if you don't mend those binds, if you don't take that olive branch and reach out, you may never get a chance again to do it. And you're going to be sitting in a Denny's, like a lot of my friends have been, drinking milk and crying in a seat because they didn't forgive their mother or father for the emotional or physical abuse, or their spouse or whatever, because they're too busy worrying about their self, angry about opening up their hearts to somebody. And yes, I have an antenna sitting behind me because when the internet goes, I don't want to watch the TV. But the point is, guys, before I move on from this, I'm thankful for my family, even though they irritate me, even though they bother me, even though I kind of cringe around them sometimes, because we lived in a small house like I live in right now for about 10, 15 years. A lot of us lived in this house, in a house like this. This house is like a 4 bedrooms. This house is like a 3 bedroom house starter home I got a long time ago. I got my own house for a reason, but I do that because I wanted a small house. I didn't want a big gigantic house, 2 story kind of crap. But I live in a small house because that's what I want. I have a garage door open. I paid for 2 cars in my lifetime. Do all things I wanted to do. I'm thankful for my family helping me get this house. Help me front to get the money. And I saved and spent, and I literally just crawled and did all I needed to do. But I paid it off. And you know what? The blessing from God to say, I own this house. I pay about $2,200 a year in property taxes, home insurance. All I pay for this thing, and whatever calamity that life brings. But I'm very thankful for all of it. And even the uh, constant constant the constant bickering and arguments with my family about certain family members not doing this, that, and the other. I wouldn't give that up for anything, because I know one day I or them will be in the ground, and the way I'm going to see them will be going to see my mother at the cemetery. So holidays are a rough time for a lot of people out there. Suicides tend to be greater around holiday season. Why? Because people are alone. They feel alone. So if you get a family member, an army buddy who is pretty much done because his wife left him, or her husband left her, or whatever, you get an extra plate, bite them over. You never know. You can keep them on this planet because they can make a change now. You can't change when you're dead, and you can't help them when they're gone. Making all the emotional videos and all the packages of how tributes is great and fun and all, but it doesn't give them a shot of life. They're a corpse. They're in the ground. The way to remember people is to keep them on this planet as long as possible. Suicide, guys, November should be second suicide month prevention, because the holidays are coming up and it's very difficult for a lot of people. So if you have issues, go to a church, I go to a Denny's, go somewhere where people are at. You know, Even if you're eating by yourself at a table, at least you're around people who are actually breathing and living. You go out to these places, you go out and do stuff. If you have a little extra money, give it to the red kettles. Hell, they can use it. Hell, all I'm gonna do is buy a bunch of junk food and get fat, even though I'm cutting out all that stuff. So we have to find better ways to spend our time and be thankful for our families. Even though, yes, our families irritate us and we irritate them, it's still a lot better than being alone, in a place, a home, in a dark place where you're just wondering, if life is worth going on. So if you have problems, get help. There's help out there. Now on to the other part of this video. RAM prices, guys, have been saying this for a while. I say this about AI. I don't like AI. I still hate AI. Now, the AI bubble burst, it'd be a good thing and bad thing. Good thing is, RAM prices go back down again. Bad problem is, a lot of jobs disappear. A lot of things we do will disappear. A lot of AI chat bots out there disappear. A lot of AI business applications disappear. So maybe it's not a good thing that AI disappear. Maybe it's a good thing that they ramp up production a little bit more to counteract that. Because right now, at Amazon, right now, a DDR5 RAM, 6400 hertz, 2.6 is 32 gigabytes, costs $300. Okay, um, let's type in 16 gigabytes. Click on this one. I wish I could show you guys this, but I can't because my ODS, my OBS, whatever you call it, my BS Studio is not working. So I wish I can show you guys this, but I can't. On Amazon, it's Patriot Memory, Viper, Venom DDR5, 16 gigabytes. It's one stick, 16 gigabytes. This is one stick, folks. One stick. It's not two sticks. One stick will cost you $149. Okay, click on it. Two sticks, 16 gigabytes will cost you $299. Two 16, two of the same ones, but higher hertz. It goes lower hertz are at 299. The 6000 is 149. The 5600 hertz are at 299. C11, CL36, CL30 is a little less. Um, and two of the 32 gigabytes for 64 gigs will cost you $598. That's the Patriot Venom. Okay. Now there's some 8 gigabyte sticks, DDR5. One of them costs, King Sport Fury Beast, 8 gigabytes, 56 MT, DDR5 ready, 3.0 ready, memory single module, 49 bucks. 16 gigs will run you, it doesn't say. But two 8 gigabyte ones, it's not available 4, you have to go to 6. One option, $132, but only one stick. If you have the two sticks are not currently unavailable. So we don't even know how much it'll cost for two of them. But if you bought two of these, it'll cost you over $100, $50 per. Okay, that's a little cheap. It's 8 gigabytes though. 216 gigabyte RAM, DDR5, Corsair Vengeance Pro DDR5 RAM 16. You get one stick 16, $145. You're paying for that RGB kind of stuff. Um, Here's a Time Stick Premium 32 gigabyte 216 stick DDR5 600 hertz, a non RGB 227. Guys, these RAM prices are out of control. Now, Newegg, I typed in DDR4, Newegg, okay? V color, 2.6, 16 gigabytes, torrent, 32 hertz, 119. Okay, it's a little reasonable. Okay, you know, two 16 gigabytes, 3600 hertz. I have 3600 hertz myself, but I have four sticks of 8. This will run you 179. Uh, DR4, say how about 4 pack? Um, 4 pack, if they even have them. I'm looking for 4-pack, but they don't have a 4-pack of RAM here. Okay, so that's a little washed right there. Okay, Corsair Vengeance Pro, non-RGB, 216 gigabytes, 3200 hertz, DDR4, 164. Um, and it goes down from there. You can get a cheaper one, a little cheaper one here. Two 8 gigabyte sticks, non-RGB, G Skill, 3200 hertz for $89. But it's only going to be two 8 gigabyte sticks for 16. Games out there, guys, are requiring more than just 16. And that's so, I'm going to cancel these two out here. I would not go to, I would not go to online right now and buy any RAM right now. The reason I say this is because the RAM crisis out there, guys, is only going to get worse. And it's going to spread into the GPU market as well. Even storage is getting out of there. If you've gone to Best Buy, or if you have a Micro Center, God bless you, if you have one of those, you're going to see the issues. Now, the game prices are not so bad. I'm at the Walmart right now. I'm actually at the Walmart retailer, not third party. It's actually Walmart itself. Clicked off for some reason. Here we go. Um, there's some games here to look at. Okay, now these games at Walmart.com are on sale. I recommend these games if you got a PS5 or not. God of War Ragnarok, $20. I think it's like 30 in some other places. NBA 2K26, $30. If you're a sports fan, like that kind of stuff. A Mario Galaxy and Mario 2, 1 and 2 Galaxies, $69. I wouldn't even touch that right now. That was a deal. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is $40 once again. PS5, so it's not really. You can probably get it cheaper online if you want to as well. If you have Steam. Luigi Mansion, or you can play it on Game Pass if you have a Game Pass. Luigi Mansion 3, $30. I've seen it cheaper other places one time. Um, Kirby's Deluxe, $30 if you like Kirby. Prince of Persia PS5, $9.99. Not a bad game if you like Prince of Persia. Madden 26, $27. Started with Outlaws, $15. I think I've seen that for 10 at one time somewhere. Spider-Man 2, $30. Like I said, PS5. Battlefield 6, $59. It's only a standard edition. If you can get a deluxe, might cost more. I don't know how much deluxe cost. If you can get the deluxe one or not. Didn't show you can get the deluxe yet. How much will it cost deluxe edition? I always say I'll get the better one if you can. Okay, well, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is actually $30, $29.99. Probably get that cheaper price, on Steam. Mostly about it. And Best Buy, same things here really. Borderlands 4, $47, save $22. A 60-in-1 Game Challenge Collection Nintendo Switch, $34. Not much to look at. PS5. Borderlands 4 Super Deluxe Edition, PS5, $129. Not much of a deal there. 10, 11, 12, 13. Nintendo Switch, $40. Heard good things about it. But if you want to spend that kind of money, it's your business. Hidden Objects, Challenge 5 Detectives. Not much looking there. Now, if I end the video, we're going to look at Steam here. Steam has an offer here. Okay, Steam had the Black Friday sale all week until December 1st. These games here are on sale for Steam. Okay, I'm gonna mention them to you. Okay, I'm gonna mention to you. Your camera's still on, good. Now, Last of Us Part One, originally $59.99, $29.99. Forza Horizon, $29.99. Starfield, you can get it on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. Dark's Watch Dogs is $4.99. Dark Souls 2 is the $19.99. He's on sale prices, by the way. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, $19.99. Warhammer, $23.99. Hogwarts Legacy, $8.99. Ghost of Tsushima, $35.99. Doom Dark Ages, $34.99. Risk of Rain 2, $8.24. Silent Hill 2 is $34.99. Black Ops 3, $19.99. Red Dead 2 is $14.99. That's a good game to have if you like story-based gaming. Uh, what else we have here? Jedi Survivor, $9.99. Mortal Kombat 1, $9.99. Borderlands 4 is $55, cheaper buying the disc, obviously. Far Cry 6 is $11.99. Stalker 2 is $41.99. Death Stranded is $15.99. Last of Us Part 2 is $39.99. Age of Empires 4 is $13.99. Model 3 Diablo $24.99. Model 3 is $34.99. Tekken 8 $27.99. Final Fantasy 7, I think remastered, $19.99. It Takes Two at $9.99. And Remnant 3 or 2 is $14.99. So, guys, this is Black Friday. I'm in a nutshell. What's up, man? It's Black Friday in a nutshell. It's going to be difficult with the RAM prices, with a lot of problems going on in PC gaming. I cannot recommend people building PC gaming. I didn't even look at pre-builds, but I guarantee they're going to be astronomical if they haven't gone up price already as it is. I'm trying to get my hands on a 5060 Ti 16 gig. I can almost guarantee how much that's going to cost. So, my future prediction is if RAM prices don't go down, PC gaming is going to come to a screeching halt. Because why are people going to go out there and spend $500 on RAM sticks when they got to spend another $800, $900 to $1,000 on high level graphics cards? Because Nvidia is teasing them about getting rid of the 5060 series in the lower series of 50 series because they have to save the VRAM because the word RAM again is taking too much RAM away from them. Even though they didn't give two shits about 8 GB variants, 2-3 years ago, and they flooded the market with the 8 GB of 4060s and 5060s and 3060s, 3070s years ago. They could have, gave those gamers like myself 10 GB of 3070 gigabytes. But you know what? To give us a middle finger. So I say we give them a finger too, and don't buy anything. That means PC goes out, graphics card doesn't support anymore. I guess you don't game. We have to start holding these companies accountable. You can blame tariffs, you can blame Trump, you can blame Biden, you can blame it on blame. These companies knew what was going to happen years from now when AI started taking over. They knew about it. So, guys, this is my video. Thank you all for my video, guys. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. See you guys later. I have to go blow my nose because I'm fighting the cold. So, peace out, everybody. God bless.